What a game. Back and forth, really fun to coach in that game, actually. Even though we lost, what an evenly matched game that was. Both had 5 hits. We had plenty of opportunities here. We left 8 on base. We had base runners. We knew that we weren't going to get a ton of hits off of their pitcher. It did help that we saw her once yesterday, and we knew we were going to expecting the same type of sequences, for our hitters. And we talked this morning just about how we're going to commit to energy and leaving all of our emotions on the field, and our kids committed to that before we warmed up, and it was really fun to see that for 7 innings. Because yesterday we were up and down a little bit, and this game was super fun when it comes to energy and playing with some emotion and some swagger. And so if we had to lose a game to go out like that, we can hold our heads high for sure.
Yeah, Hannah, just your tournament, I know it's hard to put in word, because obviously this is over for you, but just this experience, 36 wins ended up with, tying the record. Mm-hmm. Pretty good way to leave a legacy, 9 for 9 in the tournament. How do you kind of recap this experience?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a lot of fun. Just being able to go out and have faith in my teammates, that takes a lot of pressure off of me. I know if I'm not going to be able to do it that day, they are, and we all have each other's back, and it's been great, and there's not another team that I would have wanted to go out with.
Was it frustrating at all getting pitched around toward the middle end of the game?
I want to hit, but again, it goes back to Soph's behind me, Haley, Morgan, everyone is having my back. So yeah, it's annoying, but I know that it just gives everybody else on my team another opportunity.
Coach, obviously a pretty big coaching decision going into that game. You went with your number 2.
Yep.
Fantastic by her. Just the whole game was fantastic. But that decision, was that a tough one to make? Do you say, to save Maddie? I know she didn't look herself first time around.
Maddie facing those guys yesterday, and she didn't have her best stuff yesterday probably, but she battled through 3 or 4 innings or whatever it was, maybe 3 innings, and with Sid throwing such a good game yesterday against Luther in a knockout game and a big pressure game, because that could have ended our season, and she didn't waver. Her emotions were in check the whole time, and she threw a gem, and she felt good today, and Concordia's never seen her pitch in a game. They've watched her, but they've never witnessed it. So it was a fairly easy decision to start her and just see how far can she go today, knowing that if we have 2 games, we have our number 1 ready for it as well, and Maddie was ready to close that game as well.
I guess I got one. Getting yourself in the position, it's great, to have all those runners on base, but was just to be it's a good way to go out, because you gave such good effort, but it was there,
Yeah,
it was yours for the taking a little bit there towards the end. There was,
that's probably the most frustrating thing of the day, was that we did have runners on. We had bases loaded a few times, and we just we blinked a little bit in those situations, and knowing that they only scored 1 and that we got a gem from our pitcher, it's a tough way to go out, because you knew it was there. It took maybe 1 hit, we could have took the lead right there, and that's pretty frustrating, but that's why we play the games, and that's a part of coming to Oshkosh, playing these big moments and these big games.
Hannah, since you can kind of do some reflecting now, just talk about this season, your career just kind of coming to a close, how it makes you feel, everything.
Yeah, it's bittersweet for sure. I never thought I would have ended up here at Oshkosh at all, even playing sports collegiately. I was kind of on the fence about that. So to feel so at home at Oshkosh and have people allow me to grow, allow me to be myself, support me the whole way, I owe all of that to them. It just makes competing and going up with no pressure that much easier. So.
Playing some Austin Summer League this year?
Yeah, a little too hot maybe for me, too much sun.
Any final thoughts, Coach Hannah?
what a heck of a year. We went through a lot on this team that nobody knows about behind the scenes, and the commitment level of our leadership was a really special thing this year. We are one big family, and families have ups and downs all the time too, and the consistency of this team to win 36 games. I'm going to miss these guys and this family because this was unique to this year, and I'm going to miss Hannah a lot and the rest of these seniors because they really put forth a lot of effort behind the scenes to make this thing work the way it did this year. And so it's been a special time in this program's history, and it was a great ride.
Yeah, we returned almost everyone from last year and just added more, and the strides that we have made as a team, the work that every single one of us have put in has just been amazing. And again, I wouldn't have wanted to go out with a different group of girls. It's been great.
Does she go down as the best? We talked about it a couple of months ago, but
The best I've coached for sure. I haven't coached anybody else, but the numbers speak for themselves. This kid is a special one when it comes to hitting the softball, playing softball, being a leader, and she's very humble. And at some point, I hope in the next year she realizes how good of a player that she was, and the impact that she had on this program and on me as well.
future Hall of Famer.